Here we are at Giants Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey for this contest. We're glad you could join us for today's matchup featuring two very well-coached teams as the Saints match up against the Giants. And let's go to the field for the coin toss. Both teams eager to get today's action started, so let's go to the field. Dramatica looks like he's just about ready to kick this one off.
Moss back to return.
From the 9-yard line. Moss takes this one back to the 23. So, John, we have two of the most talented defenses in the league featured in this game.
Yeah, both of these teams bring a lot of talent to the table. Neither has any glaring holes in their front seven or in their secondary. So that makes it very dangerous on the defensive side of the ball.
Jacobs, the deep back. He'll pass on first down. Under pressure, gets the pass off. In and out of his hands. This defense, John, knows how to create a lot of pressure.
Putting pressure on the quarterback can disrupt passing, but pressuring the receivers can do the same thing. If you can play physically on the outside, bump them off their routes, hold them up at the line, you can take away his receiving options, forcing him to just get rid of it.
This direction. Vilma got very good penetration there. You know, John, he always seems to be in perfect position to make a play.
He's all about effort. His motor's always running at 100%, and he's got the experience to diagnose plays very quickly.
The Saints line up in a 4-3. Gets rid of it. And it's caught. The 40. Midfield. The 40. The 30. The receiver with a lot of open room. The 10. Touchdown, New York. Good job of running after the catch gets to the end zone. Times comes in to attempt the point after. The point after is good. Great job moving the ball down the field for a touchdown on their first possession.
I really like the way these guys came right out after you on offense. They made the right calls, executed properly. New York put that one right in the end zone.
Thomas back deep to return.
From the 11-yard line.
They don't want to fall out of contention early, so they'll be looking to put together some kind of scoring drive on this possession.
The Saints will start the drive at the 30-yard line. 1st and 10.
McAllister, the lone back. They give it to the halfback. Knight comes up to make the play at the 34.
It's important to pound the defense with a run. Sooner or later, they're going to bend.
New York using 3 linebackers. Hand it off to the back. Fakes the handoff. Throws this one off balance. He's got it. The 20. The 10. Touchdown, New Orleans.
You catch the defense off guard when you go deep early in the game. Still, the pass was right there for the receiver to make the grab.
Martin Gramatica will attempt the extra point that would tie this game up. The extra point attempt is good.
Big players make big plays, and that scores touchdowns. Give some credit to the linemen out there. They're the biggest guys on the field, and without them, no one gets into the end zone.
Gramatica will be kicking off.
Moss back deep to return.
This one is taken by Moss. And a flag down on that play. Let's
Personal foul, face mask on the defense. Number 53,
First
So
down.
it's a 15-yard penalty, not the incidental 5-yard face mask.
He's lucky his head's still on the way he got yanked down there. Here's a good defense for
They'll
this
take over
situation.
at the 40-yard
So
line.
they have first and 10 here. The Saints come out in a 4-3. With the pass, it was tipped. Shocking was the one they were trying to get the ball
The
to.
intended receiver on the play. Second and 10. Ball on the 40-yard line.
Jacobs, the lone back. With the carry, they'll go with a play fake. Throws this one away. He couldn't find a receiver, so he threw it where no one could get it. On third down, they have to get it to the 30 for a first. New Orleans goes with a 4-man front. It's a blitz. Throwing. This pass is incomplete. He somehow got that pass off.
The play didn't work because the quarterback's timing and balance was off. When he starts to feel pressure, he gets a little nervous, and he has to get rid of the ball.
Fiegels comes into the game for the punt. Bush sets up, waiting for the punt.
Get some time in the pocket and be patient with it. Don't force it into cover.
Ball on the 20-yard line.
Freeze starts out of the shotgun. Dropping back to pass on first down. Pressure coming off his back foot. He has his receiver with some running room. Number 18 makes the catch but doesn't get very far.
And that's what the mark of a solid defense is. They close in on you in a hurry, and they don't miss tackle.
Ball on their own 22. McAllister, the lone back. Going for the deep man. Incomplete.
If you're going to miss, it's better to miss long. Put it up there where your receiver is going to go get it. Now, if you miss, it'll generally end up in incompletion. And that's a heck of a lot better than missing short, giving the defense a shot at the interception.
Patrick was the intended receiver on that play. Looking for something long. He made the catch. Butler is there for the tackle at the 46-yard line.
He's done an excellent job of getting open and making catches. Defense better start paying a little more attention to this guy, or he's really going to burn him before this is over.
Off balance throw. And this pass is completed. Knight is there on the stop. They throw it and pick up a second consecutive first down.
Well, when you start to establish something, you want to keep it going until the defense finds a way to stop it.
Only one man back. A little misdirection. Clark comes up to make the play at the 32-yard line. Nothing doing there as the linebacker read the play and throws him for a big loss.
That was a heck of a play. He has great speed, and he used it to fly through the line and take down the ball carrier.
He's brought down behind the line for a short loss.
I tell you, the quickest way down the field is straight ahead. Going outside, dancing around, and all that stuff, that's not going to help you move the ball.
Bush, the lone setback. Closing in, doesn't get much behind it. Madison is there on the stop at the 16-yard line. On the carry. Great to get through. Number 72 is there for the tackle at the 10-yard line. McAllister picks up some tough yards there. 10 yards away from the end zone.
Ball on the 10-yard line.
The backs are lined up in an eye. Hand it off. Touchdown, New Orleans. Through the middle and into the end zone without a single hand touching him. The kicker lines up for the point after. The point after is good. That's 14 unanswered points.
These guys are really starting to get the momentum going in their favor.
Dramatica in to kick this one off.
Moss back deep to return.
Kicks a line drive. From the 3.
It's still early in the game, but you got to think the coach wants his guys to make a statement by scoring some points in this drive.
1st and 10. Ball on the 46-yard line.
They line up in the I formation. Hand off to the tailback. Fakes the handoff. Throwing. A lot of room to work with. The 20, the 10, 5. Touchdown, Giants.
I'll tell you, this is nice work by both the quarterback and the receiver in this play. Watch it here. He reads the coverage, looks for the best option, and then throws it to him.
The extra point attempt is good. The long run back on the kickoff helped set up that scoring drive. Time
is lined up for the kickoff. Thomas back to return.
The kick should be returnable. From the 8-yard line. And we'll see if they can move the ball as well through the air this time as they did after scoring a touchdown on their last possession.
The
Ball on
Saints
their own
will
20.
start the drive at the 20-yard line. 1st and 10.
The backs are lined up in an I. Looking to run it here. Great move to get through. Pierce is there for the tackle. Great run there. That'll be a first down.
He really ran well there. He gets some great blocks, and he has patience as he picks up the first down.
New York lines up in a 4-3. Going to the air on first down. There he goes. Here's an opening. The 50. Butler comes up to make the play. On the 39. Nothing open downfield, so he keeps it himself. Picks up a lot of yards.
He's got the wheels and the moves that really set him apart when he decides to run with it. Guys who can really run from the pocket, like a Mike Vick or a Donovan McNabb, give you that extra dimension on offense.
This one will be spotted at the 27-yard line. So that tackle was his 3rd. He'll pass on first down. Deep throw. He made the catch. Knight takes him down at the 2. They get another first down here.
Well, they're not doing anything fancy, but good old-fashioned drop back and pass, and it's working.
2 more yards and they'll be in the end zone.
On the 2-yard line.
Their last red zone trip resulted in a touchdown. Looking for the goal line. Madison is there for the tackle at the 2-yard line.
When you get down to your opponent's 1-yard line, you've got to play physical and overpower them at the line, which they didn't do that time.
It's 2nd and goal at the 2. Can he get there? Uses it for that. Touchdown, Saints.
Look at him here. He wasn't going to be stopped on that one. He's a hard runner, and he just shrugs off the defenders, and he gets in for a touchdown.
The extra point attempt is good.
Football is all about trusting your teammates to make good decisions out there in the heat of the battle. When you can do that, everybody starts firing on all cylinders, and you can come up with drives like the one we just saw.
Gramatica is back and ready to put this one in the air. He kicks a low line drive. From the 3.
It's still very early. This is one of those spots where you'd like to be able to respond and put the ball in the end zone. A smart coach would call this play.
Ball on the 27-yard line.
They'll go from the I formation. They give it to the halfback, setting up play action, gets the pass off, and he lets it slip out of his grasp. Touchdown is the difference between these two teams as we end the first quarter with the score. New Orleans 21, New York 14.
The Giants 14.
The teams have switched sides and will start the second quarter.
2nd and 10. Ball on the 27-yard line.
The Saints line up in a 4-3. Here comes the blitz. With the pass, drops the interception. Was his intended target.
The intended receiver on the play. 3rd and 10. Ball on the 27-yard line.
Bradshaw, the lone back. Smith comes in motion. Throws it. Incomplete.
It was almost like the defenders were in the huddle in that series. They hit a roadblock with everything they tried.
Siegels is ready to punt this one away. Bush is back to receive this kick. And he chooses not to return this one.
Fair catch made at the 34-yard line.
Ball on their own 34.
At the 34-yard line. 1st and 10.
New York goes with a 4-man front. Hand it off to the back. The 50. Clark comes up to make the play at the 40.
Deuce McAllister's a good running back. He has good speed, he's powerful, hits holes well, and he reads defenses. If he gets on a roll, he can have a big, big day.
On to the left. Dropped in the backfield for a short loss. So on the draw, he can't get free from the defensive lineman.
Yeah, he shedded his blocker and he moved in for the stop behind the line.
2nd and 12. Ball on the 41-yard line.
New York lines up in a 4-3. Hands it off. Pierce is there on the stop at the 42-yard line. Nothing doing that time, John, as the linebacker gets there quickly.
He's one of those guys who's a sure tackler. He'll move up and play physically at the line, come on a blitz, and play the run just about as well as anyone on the defense.
Bush, the lone back. They give it to the halfback. Running with a lot of room in front. The 30. Spins away. The 20. The 10. 5. And they're in. Touchdown.
When you talk about a dangerous back, this is what you have to be able to do. Not only get out there and outrun the defense, but have the power to bounce off the tackle and keep going.
The extra point attempt is good. And a great finish to that drive as they got into the end zone, and the defense is going to have its hands full trying to keep them in check.
They're really executing out there. Seems like just about every call they make works to perfection. If the defense can get them the ball back quickly here, they might be able to put this one away very early.
Should be a return here. From the 10-yard line. They forced a 3-and-out on the last series.
A smart coach would call this defense.
The Giants will start the drive at the 26-yard line. 1st and 10.
Only one man back. He's brought down behind the line for a short loss. And he chases him down behind the line of scrimmage for a loss.
I'll tell you, he's one of the most knowledgeable defenders in the league. He knows how to play the game, and he always knows what's going on.
Williams comes out in a 4-3. Give it to the halfback. Vilma stops the play in the backfield. They wanted to pound it through the middle, but they got pounded for a loss.
I'll tell you, that was a perfect time for these guys to call a blitz. They got in there, filled the gap, and brought down the back for a loss.
Williams goes with a 4-man front. Throws it right to the back. He has room. The 40. Midfield. The 40. The 30. The 20. The 10. Touchdown, Giants.
Eli Manning has really started to mature. He's getting a better feeling for the game. Not to take anything away from Roethlisberger, but I think that Manning is going to be the best of that group. I think that he's going to be a good player for a long time.
Times comes in for the extra point. The point after is good. So following that touchdown, the score is 28-21. Saints.
New York is lined up for the kickoff. Thomas back deep to return.
Not a bad kick. They'll set up for the return. This one is handled by Thomas. And they'll bring this one all the way back. Touchdown.
Touchdown.
You talk about those things that you'd take with you if you were building a team. I'll take this whole special teams unit.
Dramatica comes in to attempt the point after. The extra point attempt is good. Well, that's one way to electrify your team. Score before the offense can even take the field.
This is why your return guy is so important in every game. In no time at all, you can go from losing to winning with one big run back. It also seems to fire up the rest of the guys when your special teams get you some points.
Not a good kick, and it'll cost him.
Kickoff, out of bounds, number 1, first down.
Penalties and takeaways can really kill a team. Usually the team with the fewest mistakes out there will win the game.
First and 10.
Ball on their own 49.
49-yard line.
Going to the right. Fujita makes the play at the 50-yard line. Jacobs is able to get a yard or two on the toss. Ball at midfield.
Ball on the 50-yard line.
The Saints line up in a 4-3. Throws it right on target to the wide receiver. Morgan is there for the tackle. He brings it in for a big gain.
Almost every wide receiver gets better at running routes as they get older, and this guy's no exception.
First and 10. Ball on the 24-yard line.
Williams lines up in a 4-3. And he's in for the score. The defense must have been thinking pass on that play.
Yeah, and everything was working there. The offensive line picked up some blocks, the wide receivers picked up some blocks, and then they get in for the score.
Times comes in for the extra point. The point after is good.
That was a nice job of keeping those chains moving and avoiding costly penalties. Now they've got to see if they can keep this momentum that they have established going for the remainder of this game.
New York is lined up for the kickoff. Thomas back to return.
This one is handled by Thomas. The defense gave up a touchdown the last time.
First and
2-minute
10.
warning coming up.
Ball on the 26-yard line.
The Giants line up in a 4-3. They'll take off. We'll feel that one tomorrow. Pretty good coverage downfield, so he decided to pack it in, picked up a handful in the process.
And that's just the kind of thing he'll do. He's very good at creating opportunities with his legs.
It's rid of it, and it's complete. Knight is there for the tackle at the 39. He has such a quick release, and the ball is out before anybody knows what's happening.
That makes it hard for him to be sacked, and it gives the defenders less time to react.
And we've reached the 2-minute mark.
Ball on the 39-yard line.
McAllister, the lone setback. Looking upfield. Butler comes up to make the play at the 48-yard line. McAllister has shown why he's such a threat on the ground and gets closer to 100 yards rushing. Ball on their own 48.
Ball on the 48-yard line.
He tucks it away. Strahan is there for the tackle at the 47.
5-yard gain on the play.
Ball on the 47-yard line.
Ball on the 47-yard line.
Only one man in the backfield. Handed off to the back. Butler comes up to make the play. Nothing dazzling there as they call the same running play twice in a row. Ball on the 44-yard line.
Ball on the 44-yard line.
To the end zone. This pass is incomplete. Trying to get it in for 6, but couldn't. Third down.
3rd and 8. Ball on the 44-yard line.
The Giants come out in a nickel pack. Going long. Ooh, nearly picked off. Good defense that time, and it saves them from giving up a big play. Well, they're not quite in field goal range, so they'll just keep the offense out there and try to convert on 4th down. They're going to spot this one at the 25-yard line. He makes his 5th stop of the game on that play.
He definitely has a little playmaker in him, and he's showing it with every catch he makes.
And this is the 9th play of this drive.
Ball on the 25-yard line.
The Giants line up in a 4-3. With the pass, number 97 comes up to make the play at the 17-yard line.
You know what this does? It keeps one defense on the field, and it doesn't let them get the right personnel in there sometimes.
They'll bring the blitz. Throws it. Batted down at the line of scrimmage. McAllister was the one they were trying to get the ball to.
You should be able to run the ball and get the yards you need here.
And this is the 11th play of this drive. They'll make this a 2-possession game if they get into the end zone of this drive. They're just inside the 20. Hart brings him down, but they get enough to move the chains. They're in a good position to get at least a field goal before the half, and with the timeouts they have, it might turn out to be a touchdown. Cross play to the right. Spins away from the tackle. And he gets in there. Touchdown.
This is how you attack the perimeter. Pitch it out to him and let him use his speed to get around the corner. And his power to break a tackle and get the ball in the end zone.
The extra point attempt is good. Deuce was their workhorse on that long scoring drive, John.
Yep, his wheels need a good rest after that.
Dramatica looks like he's just about ready to kick this one off.
Back to return.
Booming kick downfield. From the 6-yard line.
They want to make this a game. They have to buckle down, avoid mistakes, and work hard to dig themselves out of this hole.
First and 10. Ball on the 29-yard line.
New Orleans using 3 linebackers. Going to the air on first down. With the pass. And he can't find a way to keep possession.
One thing you don't want to do when trying to get a late scoring drive is turn the ball over. They're already behind as it is, and they can't afford to be down anymore. So it's all about smart decisions by the offense.
The Saints line up in a 4-3. Blitz is on. And sack. The Giants call a timeout. They have 2 left.
The defensive back should just be thinking about knocking the ball down. They can't afford an interference call, which gives the other team a first down and stops the clock.
The Saints with a 4-man front. They're blitzing with the throw, and this pass is completed. The 40, midfield, the 40, the 30, the 20, the 10. Touchdown, New York.
Eli Manning is going to be the real deal. It's just a matter of time. There are times when he doesn't look very good, and there are times when he looks brilliant.
Times comes in to attempt the point after. The point after is good.
No matter what kind of field position you start with, as an offensive player, you got to be thinking touchdown. These guys kept their eye on the end zone, and that's exactly the kind of drive they were looking for.
Is lined up for the kickoff. Thomas back deep to return.
They'll return this one. From the 6. And this should be the last play of the half.
At the 20-yard line. First and 10.
New York comes out in their nickel package. Blitz is coming. Trying something to the left. It's caught. The 30, the 20, the 10. Touchdown, Saints. Dramatica comes in for the extra point. The extra point attempt is good. At the end of the second quarter with the score, the Saints ahead of the Giants 49-35. As we take a look at his success returning kicks, we get ready for the kickoff.
Thomas back deep to return.
Decent kick, we should have a return. From the 10-yard line. Runs through the tackle. Thomas returns this one to the 35. So we have first and 10 here.
At the 35-yard line. First and 10.
New York goes with a 4-man front. Hand it off. Clark is there on the stop.
The best backs in the league average 4 to 5 yards a carry. But there are a lot of things that go into a successful running game. You got to have good play calling, good blocking up front, and a back that can take advantage when he sees the opening.
McAllister, the lone setback. Hands it off to the back. Great move to get free. Number 72 comes up to make the play at the 42-yard line.
A big part of this guy's running style is to use the blockers to set up his cut, but they were nowhere to be found on that run.
Only one man back. With the carry, fakes the handoff. He'll keep it. Number 96 is there for the tackle at the 46-yard line. So he takes it himself, and that's good enough for a first down.
The thing there is they just lost containment. You just can't let him get out of the pocket and run around like that, or he's going to hurt you, just like he did.
Great fake. Fires this one deep. Madison comes up to make the play at the 27-yard line.
Drew Brees is one of those guys who plays with a little chip on his shoulder.
First and 10. Ball on the 27-yard line.
The Giants come out in a 4-3. Gives the ball off. Keeps his feet moving. Danny Knight has played sideline to sideline today.
The defense has had a tough time slowing down the running game. The offensive line has really controlled the line of scrimmage, opening up some big holes for the back to run through.
Second and 3. Ball on the 20-yard line.
The last time they were inside the 20, they got a touchdown out of it. They'll give it to the halfback. Butler is there for the tackle at the 16. So he picks up about 5 on that run, moving the chains in the process.
The line did a great job there of blocking the backside pursuit, which helped them get the first down.
So with the ball in the red zone, they have a very good chance of extending that lead. Hand off to the tailback. Play action for the end zone. Almost picked off. Oh, man, he had it in the end zone, but dropped it.
That's the second worst thing that can happen to a defender, to drop one like that. The absolute worst thing is to have your man beat you for 6.
New York comes out in their nickel package with the throw. Madison is there on the stop at the 2. He slings another one in there, and with that completion, he has now thrown for over 300 yards. It's first and goal at the 2-yard line. Can he get there? Number 97 comes up to make the play at the 1-yard line. First and goal, they can't get into the end zone. It's second and goal at the 1. Trying to sneak, and they're in. Touchdown.
Touchdown, New Orleans.
Dramatica comes in to attempt the point after. The extra point attempt is good. Now they've put it together offensively with 14 unanswered points.
And they can do this sort of thing. Everyone gets on the same page, and they'll put up points in bunches.
New Orleans is lined up for the kickoff. Moss back deep to return.
From the 5-yard line. The Giants need to rebound quickly as they start this drive at the 28.
Call this defense here.
Ball on their own 28.
Ball on the 28-yard line.
The Saints line up in a 4-3. Hand it off. Young comes up to make the play at the 30-yard line. The defensive tackle surged through the line to bring the runner down. Second and 8 coming up here. Manning starts out of the shotgun. Blitz is coming. With the throw, he hits his receiver. The 40. He's on the run. The 40, the 30, the 20. And he showboats his way toward the end zone. Touchdown, Giants. They gamble defensively and get burned with the touchdown pass.
He's one of those guys who doesn't let the pressure bother him out there. And you give a lot of credit to his receivers. They always do an excellent job of breaking off their route when they see that blitz coming.
Times comes in for the extra point. The point after is good. Big opening drive, moving down the field and putting it into the end zone.
That's excellent execution by the guys out there on offense. They looked confident, moved the ball, and found the end zone. That's a great way to start
New
the
York
second
is
half.
lined up for the kickoff. Thomas back to return.
From the 5-yard line.
Kickoff
Couldn't stop them
return
from getting
17
into the
yards.
end zone the last time out.
Thomas on the return.
Look at that defense over there. You own these guys if you can just execute.
First
Ball on
and
their own
10.
23.
Ball on the 23-yard line.
New York comes out in a 4-3.
Dead ball. False start on the offense. Number 81. Still first down.
Pat moved a little early there.
Yeah, the rule for the offensive line is once you put your hand down, you can't
First and
move until the
15.
ball snaps.
Ball on the 18-yard line.
Around. Setting up play action. On the run. Spins away. The 40. Receiver running and breaks free. The 30. The 20. The 10. High stepping to the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans.
A few years ago, I watched Drew Brees, and I thought he was pretty good. He was a pretty good player. Then he had a bad year, and he didn't really start off good. Then something clicked. Some light went on somewhere, and he's become a guy who can make some plays for you.
Dramatica comes in to attempt the point after. The point after is good.
Now, that's just the type of thing that you come to expect from these guys. They do a really good job scripting the plays that they're going to be running, and they do a great job of executing them when they run them.
New Orleans is lined up for the kickoff. Moss back to return.
Nice kick and returnable. This one is taken by Moss. The offense with a lot of success through the air on the last drive as they move downfield for the touchdown.
You should stop them with this play.
First and 10.
Ball on the 25-yard line.
Jacobs, the lone setback. Little misdirection. Morgan is there on the stop
Jacobs
at the
on the
21.
run.
The
Loss
offensive
of
line's
4
kind of getting
on the
pushed
play.
around out there. He's had a tough time finding any running room at all.
Ball on their
Second
own
and 14.
21.
Ball on the 21-yard line.
New Orleans goes with a 4-man front. Here comes the play. Fumble, loose ball. The Giants grab the live ball. Ball was loose in the backfield, but the offense was able to jump on it first.
Oh, got lucky that time. That's a real heads-up play. Now,
Third
smart
and
coach will
long.
call this defense.
Ball on the 17-yard line.
The Saints come out in a dime package. Throws it. Almost intercepted.
The defense dug in their cleats and held their ground on that series of downs.
On the play.
Now here's the punt unit as the defense forces a 3-and-out. Fair catch called for.
Fair catch made at the 37-yard line. The
So they
Saints
have first
will
and
start
10
the
here.
drive at the 37-yard line. First and 10.
They're blitzing. There he goes. Pierce is there on the stop at the 41-yard line. Picked up a few yards on the scramble, John.
He's one of those guys who's willing to run to make something happen. You have to be aware of that kind of thing on defense.
Ball on the 41-yard line.
New York using 3 linebackers. Hand off to the tailback. Number 96 is there for the tackle at the 44. Gallup picks up a couple on the delayed handoff. It's third down with 3 to go. Here's a look at the third down success rate of each team. These third downs haven't been much of an obstacle, and it's helped them to take the lead. Give it to the halfback. Pierce is there on the stop at the 50-yard line. Solid yardage on that run.
You know, people say you got to run the ball, you got to control the clock, but the key thing is you have to run the ball successfully. You have to establish a threat that you're going to make the defense respect.
Hart is there for the tackle at the 44-yard line. They don't deviate at all from the last play call as they keep it on the ground. Second and 4.
Ball on the 44-yard line.
Nickelback in this time. Hand it off to the back. They'll go with a play fake. Going for the deep man. It's caught. Madison is there on the stop at the 1-yard line. Launches it down the field, and his receiver hauls it in.
The defense might want to reconsider calling man-to-man. The receivers just look way too comfortable beating their men one-on-one.
So we've reached the end of the third quarter with the Saints ahead of the Giants 63.
The Giants
42.
42.
New York needs to play a perfect fourth quarter if they're going to make a game here. It's first and goal at the 1-yard line. Trying to sneak. Touchdown, Saints.
Touchdown, New Orleans.
So they're trying to tack on the extra point. The extra point attempt is good. The Saints have it all working now as they continue to expand their lead. Martin Gramatic in to kick this one off.
Moss back to return.
This one is fielded by Moss.
This is one of those situations where they're playing for respect. The game really hasn't gone the way they thought it would, but they have a lot of pride in their team. I'd expect to see them keep fighting for that final whistle.
Will start
on their own 28.
At the 28-yard line. First and 10.
The Giants come out with 3 receivers tight. Throwing. Mike McKenzie picks it off. A big mistake by the
interception.
So after the interception now, it's first and 10.
25-yard line.
The Giants line up in a 4-3. Hands it off. He's on the rock. The 10. Touchdown, Saints. Goose McAllister runs it into the end zone, bringing his touchdown total up to 4. Gramatica comes in for the extra point. The point after is good. The Saints pour it on with another score.
New Orleans is lined up for the kickoff. Moss back to return.
Deep kick without much hang time. From the 2.
It sure doesn't look like they're going to be able to come back in this one, but it's an issue of pride. They want to prove that they're better than they've played so far.
It's first and 10.
Ball on the 40-yard line.
Tosses it right. Grant comes up to make the play at the 37-yard line. John, the coaches are always talking about his intensity and awareness.
And those are the type of plays where you see those qualities really showing themselves. He's a cornerstone of this defense. He always seems to be in the right position to make the play.
Nearly intercepted. Gage was there on the cover.
The intended receiver on the play. 3rd and 13. Ball on the 37-yard line.
Manning out of the gun. Gets rid of it. This one falls incomplete.
Good defense and 3-and-out series are the way to keep your defense fresh and rested.
Seagulls will come in now to punt it away. Bush into return. Fair catch.
Fair catch made at the 22-yard line. First and 10. Ball on the 22-yard line.
Set. Hands off to the tailback. Here's an opening. Madison is there for the tackle at the 34-yard line. And that gain will get them a fresh set of downs.
It was a great run. He saw his blockers create some room for him, and he accelerated right through the hole.
Ball on the 34-yard line.
The Giants come out in a 4-3. They give it to the halfback. Pierce is there on the stop at the 43-yard line.
He had himself a pretty good game. You got to give some of that credit to those big guys up front.
Ball on their own 43.
Ball on the 43-yard line.
New York comes out in a 4-3. They'll spot this one at the 47-yard line. He's in on that stop. Gets credited with tackle number 6.
Teams run in the middle about 80% of the time, and that's inside the tackle. So you have to be able to have some success doing it. This time, there was no problem getting it up in there.
Ball on the 47-yard line.
The Giants with a 4-man front. Tucks it away. This one will be spotted at the 48. He put the hit on him, and he now has 7 tackles. It's second down and 9 to go.
Ball on the 48-yard line.
Set. Hands off to the tailback. Number 72 comes up to make the play at the 46-yard line.
He's dominated out there in this one. He told me this week at practice that he was going to have a big game. He's really shown us that big playability.
46-yard line.
They've executed very well on third down so far, and that's a big reason why they're ahead at the moment. Receives the handle. Dropped in the backfield for a short loss.
On the carry.
That third down run, not enough to keep the drive alive, so the punting team coming in.
There's nothing wrong with trying to grind it out in the fourth quarter when you're playing with a lead.
Two minutes left. It's surprising to see them go for it here. You'd expect a punt. Hand it off. Pierce is there on the stop at the 43-yard line.
First down may be where they try something towards the end zone, since they'll have 3 more downs to work with after that.
The Giants will start the drive at the 43-yard line. First and 10.
New Orleans goes with a 4-man front. Here comes the blitz. Throws it. Mike McKenzie picks it off. McKenzie makes the fourth quarter interception.
First
So
and 10.
after the interception,
Ball
now
on
it's
the
first and 10.
49-yard line.
McAllister, the lone back, gets the call. Strahan is there for the tackle at the 44.
5-yard gain on the play.
Second and 5.
Ball on the 44-yard line.
The Giants come out in a 4-3. They give it to the halfback. Big tackle. He puts everything into that step. And he was able to create a lot of space on that run, John.
Well, it started with some good blocking. And when he got through there, he turned upfield, and they weren't in position to tackle him.
Ball on the 35-yard line.
New York comes out in a 4-3, looking to run it here. Number 97 breaks the play up in the backfield.
3-yard loss.
Keeping it on the ground, they chose to run the same exact play, not even a shift in their formation. McAllister, the lone back, on the carry. Pierce is there for the tackle at the 34.
I'm guessing this should be a run. The defense can't be lollygagging around, because if they are and they give up a first, this one's over.
Hands it off. He's brought down behind the line for a short loss. No surprise here. Run the ball, keep the clock moving.
Now, that's not a bad idea. They've got a big lead, so it's better to run. That way you keep the clock moving and decrease the chances of the defense making a big play.
Not much of a contest. One team pouring it on for a big margin of victory.
77. The Giants, 42.
This game is presented by the authority of the National Football League and EA Sports. Any publication, rebroadcast, or other use of the descriptions and accounts of this game without the expressed written permission of EA Sports is prohibited. This is Al Michaels. Good night.